Hey folks, I just wanted to do a little bit of a pre-lesson because I think it'll make the lesson run a lot smoother. Here's a Factoring Perfect Square Trinomials worksheet. So if you can follow along with exactly what I'm doing at breakneck speed and you're like, yeah, I got this, then move on to the first kind of content videos. But after this, there are going to be two Khan Academy videos that really go through slowly and explain fully what you're doing with perfect square trinomials. But since it's not in the grade 11 pre-calculus curriculum, I'm just gonna default to Khan Academy and not make my own videos this time. So if you're able to follow along with what I'm doing and how I'm factoring it, it means that you don't need to watch those videos. So what I want to show you guys is if I were to say a plus b squared, that would in expanded form be a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, just as a minus b squared equals a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So these two kind of forms are going to really help us with the rest of the worksheet. So if I looked at this one right here, I know that that is going to factor to a plus 12 squared. How do I know that? Well, because I'm matching the form here. A squared, 2ab, so 2 times a times b. So if b squared is 144, that means that b is simply going to be 12. So let me just write it kind of in this form here. A squared plus 2 times a times 12 plus 12 squared. So 144 is 12 squared. Because it follows this pattern, I know that I can quickly go to this. Just as this one right here, I can rewrite it as x squared minus 2 times 6 times x plus 6 squared. So I know that the factored form is going to be x minus 6 squared. Just going to put a box around my final answer. What happens though when we get numbers that are a little bit more difficult, like this one right here? So let's say that I'm going to rewrite this as 2m squared, so something squared, plus 2 times 2m plus, or times 2 times 2m times 3 plus 3 squared. So I know that my b is 3 because 9 is 3 squared. I know that my a is going to be 2m because 2m squared is 4m squared. So that means 2 times 2m times 3. So this is like my a squared. This is like my 2ab. And this is like my b squared. So I know that if I were to get it in factored form, I am going to get 2m plus 3 squared. So if you feel comfortable with that, go ahead and do the remaining, the rest of the 20. Let's just go through one of these questions here. They all look very similar. But find the value of c that makes this a perfect square trinomial. So just off to the side here, the way that we're going to find c is we're going to take what we know from our general form. So ax squared plus bx plus c. So y equals that. And we're going to take our b. So c equals b over 2 squared. So another way of saying it is what do I need to put in for c so that makes it this, a perfect square trinomial? Now this will always work. c equals b divided by 2. So first let's use this quick way, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take the long way around to factor it. So I'm going to say c equals 30, so just the coefficient, divided by 2 squared, which is 15 squared, which is 225. So I'm going to rewrite, so c equals 225. So if I were to say y squared plus 30y plus 225, the way that I could factor that are two numbers that multiply out to 225 and add up to 30. So it's going to be y plus 15 and y plus 15, which is just the same thing as y plus 15 squared. And whenever we get it into a format that looks like this, something in brackets squared, that makes it a perfect square trinomial. So try the rest of them, and if you aren't quite getting what I'm saying, watch those two Khan Academy videos and then try the worksheet.